So I've decided, instead of talking about it, I'm just gonna show you. So here in Cambodia, you can see all the traffic. You gotta operate with common sense, right? Because you know in America, the cars look out for you, but in Cambodia, you have to look out for the cars. It feels like forever, guys. I'm so sorry I haven't been posting because like I messaged in the community forum, I was working on a project, TV show here in Cambodia, so I didn't get a chance. Right now, I'm in the King's Royal Palace here in Phnom Penh, and that's the King's Royal Palace, and that's the beautiful garden. I don't think we're allowed to get in because the king is actually staying here. I was told that when they raise a flag, you know that the king is actually living in the building, so you're not allowed to go in. But I can't seem to find that flag, but I do want to show you this area only because when you come to Cambodia, this is probably one of the places you will come and check out, because it's got this beautiful grass area where you can sit, and right now it's so hot. It's very hot, so you don't see a lot of people out, but around 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. this place is filled with little children running around and everything. But before I continue with this vlog, I want to say Jimrib Su Bong Poon Tang Ok Khnia. How is everybody doing today? I want to thank each and every one of you showing the love, all the new subscribers. Wow. It's just the reach. This last 2 videos was able to the people that were able to watch it and stuff, you guys commented in the comment section. So I do want to take the time to go over some of the comments, because as much as I love Cambodia, and it's just my personal experience here that I'm sharing with you and I'm documenting, but it's cool when other people comment and they share their experiences, because when you come to Cambodia, I want you to love the country. I don't want friction, and I just want to give it to you straight. If you ask me something and I know about it, we're gonna talk about it. Let me go find a shaded area, but man, I wish I could take you inside. It's actually a very beautiful courtyard. Check out all these pigeons. You can buy, they sell bread here, and then you can feed the pigeons. Look at this. Wow, so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and walk through them and see if they take off. Yeah. Wow. And then behind me is Cambodian family taking out their family to enjoy the King's Palace. So a lot of Cambodians come here. They would dress in their traditional Khmer attire, and it's very pretty. And they would take pictures. When people get married, they dress traditional. The men would dress in this like royal looking clothes, and they would take pictures here. So you do see a lot of people getting married and coming here and enjoying it. Just want to show you the traffic. Man, the light has changed, huh? So much traffic. So that's the Riverside Walk, and you know, when I come out of the boat area, I would walk. You can walk here, like it's a 5-10 minute walk, and then it'll take you all the way to this area, which I'm standing in now, and you can see it's actually very busy, and that's the Royal Temple. So in the nighttime, this place gets action packed. Wow. So I just want to film that for a little bit. So let me change my lighting. It's kind of not good right now. So I've decided, instead of talking about it, I'm just gonna show you. So here in Cambodia, you can see all the traffic. You gotta operate with common sense, right? Because you know in America, the cars look out for you, but in Cambodia, you have to look out for the cars. Because if the cars hit you, it's your fault. So right now I'm gonna take my time and cross the street, and I'm gonna walk on the Riverside area because I want to show you guys that walkway real quick. Let me see if I can stop this car. He's gonna stop for me. All right, so I made it, I didn't die, so we're all good. And here in the River Walk, you can see a lot of street vendors and stuff. They're here every morning, and this is how Cambodian people make a living. She's selling lotus flowers. There's a bunch of kids right there. I don't know what they're doing, but we can go and film them real quick. Looks like they're playing Legos. That's pretty cool. As you can see, it's very family orientated. I still get messages about Cambodia being unsafe. You're gonna get robbed, which is so not true, guys. I can't even tell you how many times I have walked here and never ever have a problem. And I don't like that. I don't like people just saying stuff that they heard from somebody else. If you're gonna hear it from me. I walk these part of town every day, and I never had a problem. Nobody ever came up to me and tried to snatch my cell phone or anything like that. That's Choi Chova, and this is the Tonle Sap, and it joins the Mekong River right there. And over there is where I take the ferry. And this time of year, since it rains a lot, the water has been rising. And I was told the water even gets up to this level, which is even crazy. That's an extra 30 feet, which blows my mind. I haven't seen it yet, but I was told that around October, November, December, which is the heavy rain season, that's when the waters rise. And well, since I'm here, we might as well walk the riverside and show you some of the vendors. And the people are very honest here. I'll be honest, so I don't really know numbers in Khmer when they tell me a price. So this is gonna sound crazy, but every time I give them a big bill, they'll give me back change. They'll break it and they'll give me back change. And 99% of the time, 99.8% of the time, they always gave me the correct change because it's such a Buddhist country. So people here, they believe in karma, right? They want to do good because they want goodness coming to them. And earlier, when I was setting up, this Filipino gentleman who was from a church, Jesus Christ, and he came to talk to me, and he had something to sell me. He told me it was for the kids. His foundation helps children, and he tried to sell me a pack of cookies for like $7. And here's the thing, okay? If you're going to help, just help. Why are you gonna try to sell me something, you know, because how it works is, foundations, how it works is you donate money, correct? And for every dollar, maybe 10 cents goes to helping people. That's why I would never donate at a foundation. When I do things, I do it with my own money, and I do it with the kindness of my heart, and I expect nothing in return. So with that being said, this is why I don't like, really quick, I feel like it's a scam. And I'll talk about that in another conversation in a little bit, where people said, oh, Cambodians, they're a bunch of scam, right? Which I replied that in America is the biggest scam. People always trying to scam you out of your own money. But what I don't like is, why does America get a free pass, right? We act like our country's perfect, nothing happens, there's no scam, there's no corruption, blah, 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 blah. There's corruption everywhere. But poor old little Cambodia, like, gets the stink eye, right? We get, how would I say this? They make it a highlight of the country, and it's far from that. When you come here, the people are so nice, 100%, everyone. Hello, On. Hello. Yeah, you see how people are so super friendly. Hello, On. Somebody. Money. Bang amin loy. Bang amin lo kada. Bang amin lo kada bang oi. Something On. Damn it. She was asking if I had money, and if I had money, I would give it to her. She's so cute. $1 here goes a long way. So, but I don't have money. But let's go to a little shaded area because I know this video is gonna get super long. God, the lighting is super bad right now because the sun is going in and out. So I'm trying to find the best lighting so I can continue talking to you guys. I'm gonna go find a seat, and then I just wanna answer some of your questions because I think it's good, and I think it holds more weight with what I'm trying to say, and combine it with other people's experience, it'll hold more weight. I found this little shaded area by this tree, and this family came to sit next to me, and they're feeding the pigeons. Super, super cool. Super, super cute. All right, let's continue. Okay, so shout outs. First shout out, Domingo 54. He wrote to me, he'd been to Cambodia 4 times in the last year and a half. Love it every time, and he hopes to come back soon. And I wrote, love it. What makes you keep coming back, Bong? And he writes, long story, but where I work, I am the minority. It's all of Southeast Asian. In my 6 years, Cambodians were always so sweet and seemed to be the most genuine. He never left the US, and in his 30 years, he decided to take a chance to go to Cambodia. Absolutely life-changing, he says. And he fell in love with the country and the people. And at the same time, he was realizing that traditional values was more important and the most attractive to him. Girls here in the US, he writes, are opposite, ha ha ha, and end up falling in love with a traditional command engagement in Kapong Spu in December. So he found himself a Cambodian wife. And I know, and I'm gonna say it, if you're lucky to marry a Cambodian girl, you're in good hands, because the girls here, they support you, they love you, and they appreciate you. And look at this baby right here. Yeah, sorry to jump around. Another thing in Cambodia you will see is children just running around naked all the time. So that's something you have to keep in mind. So, okay, let's move on. The next question is from Lionel Riley, and he writes, I live in Phnom Penh, and I would like to know if the ferry have life preserves for everyone on board the ferry crossing the Mekong River. I have seen many times in the news that ferries in developing countries sinking with a high loss of lives because of the lack of life jackets. I'll go far as saying this. In any country outside of the US, it's like go at your own risk. Now, the ferries, they do have life preservers. Do they have enough for everyone? I'm gonna say no. And that's what I wrote to him. I'm gonna say no. And I've seen, I think it was about 6 months ago, in a small village town where kids actually take a smaller boat and cross the river to go to school. And man, it brought tears to my eyes because this boat started capsizing and 3 children drowned. And that breaks my heart because in a developing country, they're just trying to survive. And it blows my mind that you live by a large body of water and you don't know how to swim. When I saw that video, I thought, I gotta teach Cambodians how to swim. There's so many things I want to do in Cambodia, and that costs no money. Just donate my time. But I thought, like, wouldn't it be nice to teach these Cambodian kids how to swim? Hopefully I can pair up with a facility here that has a pool and I could teach, because I would love to do that. I think what we all can do when we come to Cambodia is share our knowledge, our wisdom, because some of you have some skills that I don't have. And I think life is better when we share things. And I truly, truly believe that. While I talk, I'm gonna film this beautiful family. Are you a man, bong? 2 ឆ្នាំ
បាទតែក្មួយ
ក្មួយ
បាទ
ក្មួយ ចុះ Hello
បានដល់7 ខែ
Bye. So, people here are super, super nice. Let me go to other comments. Okay, this is a really, really good one. So, you know how I lost it. Okay, you know how I always start the video saying hello bong, Jumripso, bong pon tong okne. Jumripso means hi, how are you? Bong pon tong okne. I told you guys there was like brothers and sisters. So she corrected and she's right. I just gave you the short version, but bong is a non-gender word and on is a non-gender word. And she wrote it best, so I'm just gonna read what she said. And this is coming from T. Saray. So Saray in Khmer means woman or girl. So she goes, hi there. May I suggest a small corrections? Paon, pros, and Khmer, bong, refers to an older sibling. So that's correct. When you know someone's older than you, you're gonna address them as bong. It doesn't matter if they're a male or female. So that's automatic. And then paon, like paon, refers to younger. So if I know I'm older than somebody, like this guy right here, I'm gonna be like, hey on, and then right away he knows I'm older than him. And then she writes, unless we're referring to bong and on as a romantic partner, which is common cultural expression, the terms are generally used to show age, respect, and hierarchy rather than gender. And when she wrote that, she clarified a lot of things, and it's so true. And thank you, sister, for clarifying that. In Cambodia, there is a hierarchy, right? It's older to youngest. And when we address each other, right away, it's just a sign of respect. 022. And he writes, let's see what he writes. Some people act like every country are perfect. Every countries have their pros and cons. Plus, back in the 1990s, Cambodia barely still recovering from the Khmer Rouge regime. Cambodia has to rebuild everything from scratch. Of course, there will be desperate people during that time trying to survive. Even if they resort to stealing from others, don't get me wrong. I know stealing is wrong, but they had lost a lot. And the people are poor and desperate in their situation during that time. Now I'm sure things have changed and gotten better. Cambodia is growing and they are growing fast. And all of us Cambodians need to support each other, and parents and their countries had been through a lot. Okay, so I think he's referring to my other video where I got this comment from this person who said he's been working with the UN and Vendors since 1995, and to this day in 2025, like have a stink eye for Cambodia. And I referenced and I said to myself, I said, 25 years, so much things can happen. And you know, this strikes a chord with a lot of the viewers, and I totally understand. So that's why I'm here to defend the things that I feel right now in the current time that are not true. I'm gonna tell you straight up how it is, because I don't like, and again it goes back to what I said earlier. Why does America get a pass? They act like Americans don't have crime. Sorry guys, I had to, as I was talking, the GoPro got overheated because today was actually a very hot day. It just completely turned off. So right now I'm headed to the gym. But I do want to take the time to thank each and every one of you who subscribe. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Alpon Chan Chan. and I'll make another video for you guys tomorrow.